Yo, what's up, everybody? Simple two. Okay, baby, I seen a video for this Sunday afternoon for y'all, man. Breaking news, man. Breaking news, man. Like I seen the type of like a Vlad interview to where I think the dude Young Dolph Vlad's killer. I say Hernandez Govan did an interview with Vlad saying that he basically talk about how he knew. I guess I think Big Jug how he knew Yo Gotti. So I feel like but I say, so I did like a couple videos about the dude, so he got off the murder charge of I say the robbery on Dolph to where I think the dude was accused of setting up Dolph, to get murdered, back like around 4 years ago, to where Dolph was gunned down, I said out there Memphis, Tennessee, to where he gunned down, at that Memphis, and how he was like shot and killed, ambushed, and but I seen an interview to where the dude talk about how he knew Yo Gotti, B-Jig, and how I think he said he never knew Young Dolph at all. I feel like he never knew Young Dolph to where, he's a type of, but I feel like he's a type of be behind Young Dolph and Gotti. So I think talk about that on his interview, saying he talking about the whole beef between Yo Gotti and I said Robert Young Dolph, to where the whole beef was about, I think Young Dolph with this and I think CMG to turn to where CMG, was labeled I said about Young Gotti, how Young Dolph was part of this a label called Paper Route Entertainment, so or Empire, but I feel like Young Dolph was part of the Paper Route, and so I think the dude Yo Gotti was part of CMG, but I feel like the whole beef started to get deadly, man, and to where I think the dude talk about how and so I watched like probably a parts of videos saying that I think the dude Dog was shot California until I think the dude that youngster was involved in the whole shooting I done, how dude Young Dog was shot and killed at the Memphis, and but I feel like the whole interview they did how they talk about how it's between both labels at the time, to where it more of a type of dancing going on with CMG versus that Paper Route, which is the label I said the other label Robbie and Dolph was on, but I feel like the whole beef's about the whole two rappers from the East City, but I feel like the dude I don't know, I feel like the dude I think I say dude name it was on I say the whole Govan had did type of like 1-2 interviews of Vlad talk about the whole thing with him being on until he met people that could be rappers in the industry, but how he was allegedly trying to have dude set up, man, to get killed, and how he got off the murder charge. So I probably show y'all the clip of the video for y'all. So make sure like, comment in, strive for peace. I'm out here. Take care in peace.
All right, here we go. Today we have Hernandez Govan, who just was found not guilty by a Memphis jury of first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder for the killing of young Dolph. Today he joins us to do his first interview after the case. Hernandez, welcome to VladTV.
Appreciate you for having me.
Well, me and you have actually been talking for a while.
Correct.
And we were supposed to do this interview a while back, but then things kind of went haywire, so
Yeah.
Here we are today. So I want to start at the very beginning. Born and raised in Memphis?
Correct.
Now, you got into a lot of trouble over the course of your life. So, over 26 years, you were in and out of jail for various crimes like aggravated assault, drug possession, and so forth.
Yes.
Why are you getting in trouble so much?
Well, I'm sure you know I grew up in an environment called Orange Mound, home of 8-Ball and MJG. So, it's a pretty rough environment, to say it in a nice way. So, growing up, that was all around me. It was all I seen.
What was the longest bid that you did?
5.
For what?
Gun possession and drugs.
Okay, so leading up to the incident, you and Big Joke had a relationship.
Yes. He was an associate of mine. Yes, sir.
You were how old when you met him?
Met Joke when I was around between 22 and 25 years of age.
Okay. You guys used to gamble together.
Yeah, that's how we met, gambling.
Okay, and you guys are like almost cousins?
Yeah, his mom married someone years ago. Was in a relationship with someone years ago that I'm very close to. I'll just say that. And so, we used to, that's how we became close associates back in the day. Got comfortable with each other gambling and things like that.
Okay, and Big Jook is the brother of Yo Gotti.
Yes, sir.
Now, what's your relationship with Yo Gotti?
I don't have a relationship with him. I never met him, never did any business with him whatsoever. That's why it was strange to me, all the comments and hoorah on social media accusing me of doing things that was absolutely not true, because I never had any dealings with Yo Gotti whatsoever, period.
Now, what about Young?
Okay, man, back to the video. So probably part 2 of the video. Okay, I watched the type of interview saying he did not know Yo Gotti at all. So I think he knew Young Dolph, but I did the first video I did, so he knew Gotti, but I feel like the dude, I don't know, I think he said he not knew Young Gotti at all, but I feel like he said he knew Dolph too, but I feel like the whole thing with Gotti, Dolph became personal, but until I think he mentions that he been, I think dude was probably being, in that jail when we were younger, how did a lot of violent stuff when we were younger, and how he got out, how he got, violent stuff when we were younger, how he avoided a lot of trouble, but I feel like dude, Hernandez Govan was the dude that, I don't know, I think he did interviews talk about how he knew some people that could be rappers, but I feel like that dude Govan didn't, I don't know, I think he knew like some people that could be him, how he met Big Jook but I feel like he never knew Gotti at all. But I feel like at first I thought he knew Gotti, but he didn't, know Gotti at the time, but so I don't know. I don't know. I seen part 1 and 2 of the video, of the video did with Vlad, and but I feel like he's still probably hiding. I think he's still probably hiding. Out there how he doing interviews now. I can talk about what I think what's going on with the case and how he got out the case and But yeah, man, I probably watch. I don't know. I probably was part of his interviews. Probably about him knowing people and how he got involved in it. I said on Dolph murder case, but I don't know. I feel like he had been careful, man, about doing interviews, saying he doing things with Vlad, because Vlad is known for him. I don't know. I don't know. Folks say that Vlad is the police or something. I don't know. Or Vlad just do like certain interviews, rappers who very got a real street name, but I feel like Vlad is a dude that's putting people in jail, but I don't know. I don't know, some rumor, but I don't know, but I feel like the dude, I think the Govan was the dude that's, I say the dude was acquitted of the charges that he faced with the time. So when he faced him with a type of charge, they could be a federal charge, a federal charge. They would probably, a type of murder of a whole profile rapper, and so I think real could be real, like folks get real charges, can be real, be how like somebody can get charged with murder and either things involving murder, racketeering charges, drug charges, or anything involving a type of RICO charge. But I feel like the dude got out the charges that he faced with, and how he I say do interviews now with things he talk about in his own interviews, but I probably say the dude, man, be careful of the dude Vlad, man, because Vlad when the king had people locked up for things they say on interviews, man. But I feel like I don't know, but so he says, but I feel like he'll be careful, man. Be careful, beware about what you do. And so yeah, I just did a video about the dude, having people do say Nash on I seen YouTube talk about how dude is like, dissing him and saying that he cannot come to LA or something he said on the live. But yeah, man, I feel like Govan is the dude that got off the charge. So make sure like, comment in, try some peace. I'm out here. Take care and peace.